Alright, so this is a game I genuinely was not expecting to get pulled into this hard. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, launches this Thursday. And at this very moment, there's a free demo up on basically every platform, where your save actually carries over into the full release. So whatever you do this week is not wasted time. I put around something like 6 hours into this demo, which is a lot for something labeled a demo. So I think this video gives a pretty fair read on what you're actually buying into. This game comes from the team behind Octopath, Traveler and Bravely Default, and you can tell from the second it loads. The same HD 2D look, little pixel art characters wandering through this world. And the world is gorgeous, with beautiful backgrounds that look painted. But where those games were slow turn-based RPGs, this one is real-time action the whole way through, which is already insanely promising in itself. Honestly, the closest comparison is old-school Zelda, breaking pots for cash, smacking grass with your sword. Not the newer style Zelda games, more the classic top-down feel. So without spoiling any major story events, you play as Elliot, an adventurer who grew up in an orphanage and still looks after the kids who live there, like they're his actual family. Very early on, the king pulls him in to check out some newly discovered ruins in Beast Trap territory, and the princess Yuria casts a spell on his earrings so she can talk to him and heal him from a distance. It's basically a magic walkie-talkie, except the voice on the other end is an actual princess, and all of this is fully voice acted too. Pretty much the whole cast is, outside of the odd one offline. From some random townsfolk you talk to for flavor. From there, things escalate into a whole time travel thread. I won't get into the specifics, since this is stuff you're meant to discover yourself. But it's a decent hook, and of course it changes how the game plays too. Once you're in the past, the princess's magic can't reach you to heal you. Combat is where most of the playtime goes. You can equip 2 weapons at once out of 7 total types, though the demo only let me unlock 4. A starting sword, a boomerang that you buy early, a spear, and a bow you can earn through a town quest. Each weapon takes little gem-like buffs called magicite. These are crafted at a wandering merchant, using fragments that you pick up from fights and chests. What you get is random, so you keep re-rolling hoping for something good. For example, a boomerang that ends up orbiting around you, zapping enemies. Or a spear that crits way harder, once your health is topped off. I leaned pretty hard into the boomerang once it had that orbit going, and then basically never switched it off. It was satisfying. I also kept unlocking buffs for weapons I never actually got my hands on, so there is clearly way more waiting in the full release. Not everything clicked for me though, at least not immediately. There's no real dodge. The game purposely omits this. There's just a shield button, and I mean I forgot to use it constantly. The princess actually nags you about it every few minutes. Aiming the bow was a bit rough too. There's a nice incentive baked into this though. If you clear a fight without taking a hit, then you get better drops. So the guard button is worth remembering, even when I mostly didn't. Once you unlock the fast travel item, you can warp between save points instantly, even from inside dungeons, which is genuinely handy. The one rough patch was the very first cave, where that travel menu needed me to move both sticks at once, just to get a cursor show up on screen at all. It got way smoother on the open map. Outside the main story and the combat, there really is a decent amount to wander off and do. There are small, standalone shrines hidden around the map that test you with a quick platforming or combat challenge and give you a piece toward an extended health bar. The townsfolk hand out little errands that also flesh out the side characters that you would otherwise never talk to. There is also lore you can read back at the orphanage, pretty much whenever you feel like it. None of this feels like padding. It really does give an actual reason to explore this world, instead of running straight into the next story beat. On the buying side, the game has a deluxe edition with a few extra accessories and also a pre-order bonus. And if you have got save data from older Square Enix games like Octopath Traveler or that Dragon Quest remake, then you get a bit of bonus gear too. The game also offers 4 difficulty settings: easy, normal, hard and very hard. And the expected playtime of this thing is 35 to 45 hours, which makes total sense of course, that it's a longer game, given the demo alone already offers 6 hours. Also, this game launches pretty much everywhere that matters. It's not locked to one console or to PC. Altogether, the demo has a very good presentation. The graphics are beautiful, the performance was flawless, the voice acting is great, and I really like the combat approach, even if the missing dodge button took a bit getting used to. That demo ends right as a new piece of the story opens up. So no spoilers here of course, which led me wanting more instead of feeling like a clean stopping point. If you are at all into Zelda-style exploring, want something pretty much fully voice acted, without committing to one of those 80-hour RPGs, while still getting a substantial game, and don't mind a little randomness in your gear, then I absolutely suggest at least grabbing the demo, since your progress carries over.